There we go. All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Fly Tying Tuesdays here with Carlisle Fly and Foul. Today we are tying a Klinkhammer, and this is just a really cool emerger pattern. You can fish it as a dry, fish it kind of in the surface film. You can put some floating on it, and or not, and let it kind of sink into the surface film there. Just a really great looking fly. And we're going to tie it in like a bluing all over a Baetis or a caddis pattern. Just with this olive flavor today. But I'm going to dive on in it and show you guys how I tie this. All right, starting off with a Saluda Beads caddis scud size 16 hook. So it's kind of got this curved hook here, and I've got it kind of angled kind of funky just because I'm going to start my thread and kind of work my way back on the red in this bend, and then we will readjust it in the jaws of our tying vise here. Alright, now we're just going to come in with just a little bit of olive dubbing here, and you can kind of use all kinds of different colors or even different types of dubbing to get the desired effect that you want on this fly. Let's start it up. Just going to work our way up here, and then we're going to readjust the hook in our tying vise. It's going to make it a little bit easier for us for the next few steps. Okay, I think I'm going to add just a little bit more dubbing here. Okay, next step is we're going to come in with a hank of polypro yarn, and this is in white, and we're just going to attach this to our hook here, grab rearward a little bit, and then lift this front end up and kind of build up a little bit of a thread dam right in front of it. Next, we're going to come around it, around the shank, and we're going to start wrapping this thread just like a post. I mean, this is essentially that's all this is just a kind of a pear post. So we're just gonna, well, guess we're not. Couple loose wraps to kind of get started. We're going to come around the shank, kind of lock it in, and we're just going to work our way on up this post, and every once in a while come back down, go around the shank of your hook, and kind of save your work. Alright, next step is we're going to tie in our hackle, and we're just using a grizzly hackle here. And we're going to strip some of the fibers off of the stem here, just so that way you can kind of see it. I've also stripped some extra fibers off on the right side of that feather, and that's going to help it orient whenever we start tying it in. So we're just going to do a couple wraps there, and then we're going to wrap it up the post. Bring it back down. And trim the stem off close. Great, so now we're going to come in with some, I'm going to use a little bit of gray dubbing to cover this parapost up. This does not want to play very nicely. Alright, and now we're going to end with our thread on the near side of the hook closest to us, and we're going to start wrapping our hackle. Sometimes it can get all kind of tangled up with this parapost. It's not a problem, you just got to pull it out some. We're going to get a hold of our hackle, start doing touching wraps down that parapost all the way down, and then just 2 wraps around the bottom here to lock that stem in place. We can come in and trim that stem close. Next, we can come in with our whip finish tool. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this post up just a little bit. That's not where it's going to be, where the final resting spot for that post. That's just to kind of get it out of my way so I could do a quick 4 or 5 turn whip finish here underneath. Oops. Alright. See the knot. And trim our thread. And now we can come in and do a little bit of fine tuning on this post here. Probably about like that. Alright, there you have it. That is the Klinkhammer. Just a really great merger, or even a dry fly. But fish just really love this, and it's so nice because it rides, in the surface film, so it's really low, and it's just a really good presentation. But yeah, you guys give this a shot, and let me know how it does for you. And be on the lookout. I've got another color combination for a different type of clink hammer style fly here. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see me tie next, and we'll see if we can make it happen. But I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one.